Just when you think Polymega was just shipping hardware, it's time for more collections. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here for Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of the Good Times Newsline Flashcast. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Polymega is back. Team Polymega is back with a Polymega news update, and it is for not one but two, as per usual, game collections. So, and this time, it actually is new systems being introduced yet again on a Polymega collection. So let's take a look and see what we've got here in this Polymega news update. It's Polymega collections 15 and 16 this time that have been announced, and we're going to go straight to the site. There was some announcements on the usual places. There was a X post, a Blue Sky post, a Facebook post. Of course, shout out to the Polymega Discord, who shared almost immediately the X post. That's how I got to know about this particular story. They're always on the case. They're always doing awesome work down there. So thank you guys for that. But let's go into the website itself and take a look at the Polymega collections. We start off with Polymega Collection 15, Body Harvest. It's a little more on the, I guess, aggressive side of game names. But so let's check this out here. Polymega Collection 15, Body Harvest. It's still $39.99. So you've got that going for it. Let's see. We've got the pin, the DVD. Looks like a reversible insert that is different than the others. It could be just a mock-up. So we'll see what it actually looks like. It looks like the book and the sticker and all of that return. It looks some 64-bit action looking like that. And some more, it's either 64 or 32-bit action looking there. That is definitely looking like some PS1 era graphics right there, as is that one. Very cool. And then there's the in there. So we're going to make sure that we put that there to not blow people's eardrums out. So let's see what this says right there. Polymega Collection. All right, now available. Body Harvest. Body Harvest is the sci-fi shooter. Oh, wait, hold on. Body Harvest is the sci-fi shooter which laid the foundation for open-world 3D game design in 1998. Interesting. It looks like it's a box that is very much in the vein of an N64 box, but did it not release or something like that? Oh, that's weird. We'll have to take a look. And then this collection includes Body Harvest plus 3 more battle-tested games: Scars, Burning Road, and Dead in the Water. All right. Very cool. Look at that. Oh, man, that looks kind of cool. I mean, it's a 64-looking game, so it looks a little slow, but that's okay. And then these cool racing game things. Nice. Oh, you racing in a ship? What is that? It's car combat? Oh, 4-player action? All right, available now. Officially licensed by Ziggurat Interactive. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, awesome. So we'll go down to this thing here. Yep, the game list is Body Harvest for N64, Burning Road for PlayStation, Dead in the Water for PlayStation, and Scars for N64 and PlayStation. So you get multiple N64 games and multiple PlayStation games. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we got Jag and some PS1 on Soul Divide. So N64 is the newbie to the collection family. So that's pretty cool. That's neat. And then of course what's included is the Polymega game DVD, the visual companion, controller reference, the Polymega collection sticker, and the it's the visual companion now. It does. I think they said something else, right? Wasn't there something else that they called it before the visual companion? But anyway, Body Harvest Cross Polymega Collection Pin while supplies last. In stock, shipped in 2 to 3 days. 2025 Ziggurat Interactive. And Body Harvest is a Pico Interactive LLC. So maybe they're the same family, something like that. So that's pretty cool. Very neat, very neat. So 4 games for the price point. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, well, are you getting really a lot of good value or not? Some of these games, I've never heard of any of these games, and they're not on any collection that's coming out on the Evercade side. So again, I'm okay with that kind of thing. So let's check out to see what is next in the collection lists. Let me go back to games here, and we got Polymega Collection 16, A Boy and His Blob. Very cool. Let's check this one out. I like the artwork on there. That's fun. The comic art. That's pretty cool. Let's see the next picture. You've got the collection and a Boy and His Blob thing there. That's kind of cool. I like the pin is neat. A reversible cover. It looks like it has different panels, like the little comic panels. You got your Boy and His Blob stuff there. That's cool. And that's an underwater kind of game. That's kind of cool. This is like a top-down. Oh, this looks like a RTS kind of thing. That's kind of cool. And then, oh, look at that. That's kind of neat, too. All right, so what do we got in here? All right, we got to turn that down. Now available. Polymega Volume 16, A Boy and His Blob. Featuring the original 8-bit version of Boy and His Blob. First 4 bonus interactive games licensed by Ziggurat Interactive. Gunboat. I cannot see what that one is. Uprising X and Super Solitaire. I don't think they did. Did they play Super Solitaire? That's cool. Oh, there it is. All right. Fun times, fun times. All right. Very cool, very cool. That's some good stuff. I see that there. All right. Oh, I guess maybe that was the Famicom version because that had the little kanji characters in there. Now available. Not bad, not bad. Very cool looking. Again, it's $39.99. So very cool stuff to look at right there. Let's take a read in a second here. Looks like it says here, bite into a slice of gaming history with this Polymega Collection DVD, highlighted by A Boy and His Blob, Trouble in Babylonia, the whimsical platform puzzler classic that taught an entire generation the art of jelly bean-based problem solving. Offbeat adventure. All right. And then just rounding out the collection. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, Boy and His Blob is pretty cool. Oh, this is the other thing. This is the other game. KKND2, Crossfire, and Uprising X. And then Gunboat for the TG16. Oh, that's pretty cool. The mesmerizing charm of Super Solitaire for the SNES. Together, these titles create a compact multi-area collection that adds very meaningful variety and depth to any Polymega collection. All right. So you get the NES and Famicom versions of A Boy and His Blob, the PlayStation versions of Crossfire and Uprising X, the 2G16 version of Gunboat, and Super Solitaire for the SNES. It's missing. Of course, the Polymega game DVD, the visual companion controller reference, and the sticker, plus the pin, which looks pretty cool. While supplies last. I think it's just while. I think you could just keep getting it until they stop the wave 1 when they finally do the wave 2. Maybe they'll stop doing that. But there are some that are now sold out. Some of those collections are sold out. And it is funny, though, that they just had their sale. I know they're doing this on purpose, but they just had their sale. And then like, oh, hey, you can get like up to 20% off all this other stuff. And bang, the day the sale ends, you know, like, hey, here is this. I mean, it's $39.99 again. See what you're doing. See what you're doing there. Anyway, it's fun. And there we go. So those are the collections. It is kind of cool about that thing. The one thing I wanted to double check while I'm here and while I'm at it, Harvest N64 release date. Oh, okay, it came out. Yeah, it came out October 20th, 1998. Did Body Harvest. It was just really weird that it didn't show like the box art, the original box art. It was like a mock-up box art. And but it did come out published like Gremlin Interactive for the Nintendo 64. Developers Rockstar North. Maybe they were onto something. Very cool. Publishers Gremlin Interactive and Midway. I don't know exactly how they got through the whole thing. They wound up being like a Pico Ziggurat game, but I don't know. I mean, but video game licensing is weird. That's all I'm going to say about that. So anyway, what do you guys think? There we go. We got 2 new collections. You're going to hop on them. You're going to wait. What are you guys going to do? I know I'm going to be, of course, man, we got the big stack of them right here. Got your Aston Axe and we got your Sengoku blade sitting right there. So we're gonna stack them up. That's what we're gonna do over here. So what are you guys gonna do? Let me know down below in the comments. We'll check it out. We'll hang out. We'll talk. We'll see some cool things, and then hopefully we'll see these pretty soon with the GCO1 finally, and we'll start talking about all sorts of other cool stuff like what's in this stack over here or the stack over here about the GCO1, and we'll get to be doing some cool things regarding the Polymega and new hardware as well. Of course, also, where's the EM06? Where's that at? I don't know. Well, hopefully we'll find out some more information about that as well in the coming year, and we'll get to playing those things as well. But speaking of Atari and the EM06, there is another shipment notification that I got from Atari. That Intellivision Sprint thing is making its way to the door soon. So hopefully we'll have some unboxing stuff related to that. And of course, we do have some Evercade related unboxings, I think, coming in the very near future as well. So if you're interested in that, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and, the bell for notifications. So when those videos go live, you'll know. And before we get out of here, though, we got to do one thing and one thing only, and that's thank every single member of the Good Times Club. So let's do that right now. Let's thank the Empty Pixel Gaming. Let's thank Crimson Cross, George Games, Chris Westerman, Fan of Fiction, Lloyd R. Jim, Papa Pete, The Intellivision Gamer, Ken LeCure, Mr. Shua, John Woog, Gunsy Wani, Herb Wars, DF, Joe Whitlash, Dave Valdez, Dan Nastic, Dr. Mark Mad Scientist, and the Atari Creep. Thank you guys all so much for being awesome, for being members, for getting us 1080p StreamYard glory, not only here, but on the Evercade Effect, and Calling All Retro Gamers, and the Evercast, which will happen again this Saturday. We'll be talking about all sorts of really cool, awesome stuff, like who got the new collections, the last of the year. And then we'll start talking about some holiday stuff, because that's usually what we do, right? Start setting up for our holiday episodes and all that fun jazz. So anyway, if you want to be a member, hit the join button. It's cool. It's awesome. You get exclusive videos like the one I just shot for the GCC. If not, that's okay. Leave likes, leave dislikes, leave comments for sure, and definitely hit that subscribe button on the way out. Well, until next time, guys, we'll catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we will see you later. Take it easy, guys.
rtfc.baconicecream.com.